Hey everyone, this is Ferocious Llama back again, playing a little more standard this week. Been playing a lot of standard lately just because I kind of like how the format evolves. And I guess at a recent GP, I think, was it Miami? There was a standard GP, and this deck here is the one that won and came in second. So it's a green-white kind of devotion deck. Basically, it's got a Blossoming Sands, it's got 3 temples and 4 windswept heaths, 3 plains, and the rest 4. So it's mostly green. I mean, green's your most important color. Because in the main deck, there are only 6 white cards, and that's 4 Mastery of the Unseen and 2 Banishing Light. And then the rest of the deck is basically green devotion. I mean, and you got Fleeceman Lion. But basically, the rest of it's Elvis Mystic, Voyaging Satyrs, Sylvan Caryatids, Coursers, Polukranos, Genesis Hydra, Whisperwoods, and Temur Sabertooth. Now, the decks I saw online all had like one or no Temur Sabertooths, but I found that they're so good, like in a lot of situations where, like a good spell or something I need, like a Banishing Light or a Mastery of the Unseen if I don't have one, gets manifested by Whisperwood Elemental, and I'm like, bam, return it 2 mana. Good deal for me. Basically, if they're gonna like play like a Crux of Fate or a let me try and talk. End Hostilities or a Crux of Fate, and it's gonna kill all my stuff anyway. It's basically 2 mana, draw a card, which I'm sure all of us would pay all day long in standard. So, I played a couple rounds with it, and I had a little bit of trouble with I didn't have a sideboard yet, just because I thought I'd try it out. And there was a guy. I beat some mono red deck, red white decks, blue black control, and I did lose to like some mono black really aggressive human deck with what was that called? Obelisk of Erd, I think is what it's called. The one that gives all creatures of a certain type +2/+2. So that was lousy. But I didn't have a sideboard, so I didn't have any reclamation sages. So anyway, this is the deck. Pretty basic deck list. You guys can, go over it or look or do whatever you want to do it. If you want to pause it and or do a screenshot and record it, that's cool. Do a screenshot, save it, and then do your own deck list and, make whatever changes you feel are appropriate. But anyway, we're going to play a match with it just so you guys can see how the deck works. All right, and our match is about to start. And we won the die roll, so we will play first. And looks like we got a pretty good hand here. We got 2 ramp cards, business spell, and then some removal. So we'll keep this. And turn 1, since we don't have any 1 mana ramp, we're going to play a Temple of Plenty. And having a second Genesis Hydra could be okay. So we'll keep it on top. That's the thing about scrying on turn 1 is I want to be able to play one of my guys on turn 2, and we didn't know if we were going to draw Forest or what, so we would have needed specifically Forest in order to play one of our guys on turn 2. So I was trying to avoid that, having to worry about that. So, maybe we should have scryed that to the bottom. I'm not sure. This is only like this 3rd or 4th match I've played with this deck, but we'll drop our Sylvan Caryatid, and then next turn we'll play our Voyaging Satyr, and if he plays something, we'll Banishing Light it right away. We won't have mana for that. Never mind. We'll either Voyaging Satyr or we'll Banishing Light. But looks like our opponent's not going to do anything, so he's probably playing some kind of, I don't know, Temur control. I don't know if that's a thing, but... and now, see here, we have the option, we can do a 2/2 Genesis Hydra, but... yeah, you know what? We got 2 Genesis Hydras, so let's do a 2. I've seen them for 2 before, and they work out really well. Just because if we hit a, more mana guys, like, that's always good, or if we hit a Mastery of the Unseen, that's good. So, let's see what happens. And we hit a Satyr, which, when you look comparatively, all we were going to do is play a Satyr, and then have 2 unused mana, so now we basically have a Satyr and, a free 2 mana 2/2 that, essentially didn't cost us the card. But yeah, it could have been cast for bigger, cast bigger later, but whatever. I'm kind of thinking against our opponent. He's playing at least 3 colors, we know. Looks like, probably some kind of control deck. I don't know if there's team or control. But anyway, Nykthos, this is always awesome. But we have 5 mana. So let's see. I personally think he's keeping up a what do you call it? Is it Disdainful Stroke? The one that counters a spell 4 or greater, or a negate. But it doesn't matter because it's going to be a creature. So I'm going to go ahead and say we should play Voyaging Satyr, and we'll just serve for 3. Because I absolutely believe he's holding up some sort of counter spell, which we don't want to deal with. So the only thing is if he goes like Mountain and then Anger of the Gods, we're doing very badly then, very very badly. So well, he didn't, so I feel much better. Okay, so he's got a Temur Sabertooth. This could be that Temur Ascendancy combo deck. I saw that. I played that a little. That was kind of a cool deck, but it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't, I don't know, the backup plan of, hey, just attack your opponent just wasn't as good as I thought. So anyway, what we're doing is we're going all in with our, well, not all in, but we're going to use all of our mana for a Genesis Hydra here, or at least make all of our mana. And then, because the thing is, we don't need like a ridiculous 15/15 Genesis Hydra because it gets blocked. So what we could do is we could do a 6/6 Genesis Hydra because that should be everything in the deck. Let's see. Yeah, everything in the deck will get cast for 5. So what we'll do is we'll do it for 6. And then we'll still have 5 to play our Whisperwood Elemental. Okay, and we got a Whisperwood Elemental. We gotta click OK first. Mastery of the Unseen would be our normal pick, but I think we're way ahead. So okay, yeah. So our opponent concedes. So see, we were way ahead. I was worried about some kind of sweeper or something, but I don't think Temur really has any other than like Barrage of Boulders. And that's not even really a sweeper. That's just for killing tokens or whatever. And it does prevent us from blocking if he's got Ferocious, which he did. And then there's also the Anger of the Gods, which I'm not terribly concerned about. At least on that board state I wasn't, because we were going to have 6/6 Genesis Hydra and 2 Whisperwood Elementals, so that game was going to be over pretty quick. All right, so this time we kind of think he's playing Temur Ascendancy combo. At least I think he is. I don't know what you guys think. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. So maybe we'll throw in these Hunt the Hunters, because it's like 1 mana free remove. It's such a good card against other green creatures. Green creature we control gets +2/+2 and fights another green creature. Like, that's hard to beat. And that's probably better than something like I want to say Banishing Light, but I don't really want to cut the Banishing Light. You know what we could do? We can cut a couple of Temur Sabertooths, because this just seems like they don't have like a ton of removal, so we'll be able to eventually just run them over with card advantage from Whisperwood Elementals and Master of the Unseen. So all right, this hand looks great. It's got two ramp cards and a turn 3 Whisperwood Elemental. Assuming he does not disrupt us in some way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's actually going to disrupt us in some way. I don't know if he has a way to kill the Mystic, he might, or he might wait and kill a Satyr after. Because the Satyrs can untap our... Let's see what he plays. An Ice Feather Aven. When it's turned face up. I don't know if that's good and constructed. I don't. Let me rephrase. I don't think that's good and constructed. But But I'm going to venture to say that this is a Temur Ascendancy combo deck, because with Temur Ascendancy combo, you can basically go play a morph, unmorph, return your guy, return to my hand, and you have all the mana in the world, so you just do a bunch of crazy crap. That's what I think. So, okay, Voyaging Satyr. Now, hopefully he doesn't disrupt us, and if he doesn't, we're going Whisperwood next turn, unless he leaves 2 mana untapped or something ridiculous, which it looks like he might do. And I don't know if it's because he doesn't have a play. I mean, last game he didn't really play that much, and he had a lot of creatures. So, well, we definitely don't want to get our one big spell countered. Oh yeah, sure, Savage Knuckleblade, not a problem. Under control, cool. Forest, and then we're gonna untap our forest, and then we're gonna Whisperwood. Now, I don't know, but that's Savage Knuckleblade. Oh, okay, Sylvan Caryatid. More ramp. Nothing like ramp. So hopefully what we'll be able to do is it's going to hit us for 8, which is a lot. A lot of damage. Savage Knuckleblade doesn't have trample, and it can't be given trample. And that's just a Sylvan Caryatid. So I think I'm going to chump with Sylvan Caryatid. Because I'm not really looking to get, beat down with, the +2/+2 pump. Because I think that's what our opponent's up to, personally. Okay, so he plays a morph. We don't know what it is. That whole not knowing thing is so stressful. So stressful for me. Alright, we'll play Nykthos play Satyr. And I think what we're going to do is serve with Whisperwood. And we'll get our manifest token because we got a whole bunch of mana. Oh, it's a forest. Okay. We're hoping for like a Pelucranos. That would be the sweet manifest. Let's put Pelucranos. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but he's probably going to... Well, he's going to attack with all his stuff. And I'm thinking... I don't know... Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll trade... Either way, we're chumping the Savage Knuckleblade. Okay, so he's going to do something here. Yeah, see, he's Ice Feather Haven, and he's returning our guy, so... Okay, fair enough. Okay, now I think what we're going to do is we're going to block with our Forest and our Satyr and our Mystic, because our Satyr untaps at least a land or a Nykthos, which is better than a Elvish Mystic, and we can kill it right now, which I'm okay taking 4 to do that, because I think we'll be able to come back from, we only got 3 turns to come back, but we'll think of something, hopefully. Hopefully we'll draw a, what was that card? That 1 mana one that I was talking about that did the Hunt the Hunter. That's the one I meant. And hopefully we'll draw a Hunt the Hunter and be able to just kill his guys real easy. Even with our 1/1s, it'll kill it because they're all green. And then if we're only taking 2 damage a turn, I'm confident that things are under control. So, okay, Mastery of the Unseen. That is excellent news. So let's see, we've got 6 mana. Not quite enough to do both. So what I think I'm going to do is... oh, crap. You know what? I just played the wrong land. Oh, I didn't think before I did that. I thought I was hovering over plains. So, okay, well, that's bad. So we're playing Whisperwood Elemental now. And hopefully it'll manifest as something good that we'll be able to I'm going to leave this guy back in case he's got like another Savage Knuckleblade and a land, a red land rather, so he can give it haste, because that's just too much. So hopefully next turn, what we'll do right here is we'll manifest an actual creature, and we did. So next turn, what we can do is we can always just play Master of the Unseen, then unmorph, and then gain 4 life, and then everybody's happy. So, let's see what's our opponent up to. Master of Waves, okay. That's weird, but okay. I mean, hey, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just weird. Okay, Master of the Unseen. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and then now what we're gonna do is nothing. Let's see what we got. No, another Master of the Unseen. Okay, that's fine. So now when he attacks for 4, but he's got pro red, but that doesn't matter. Let's see what he's got. I wonder if it seems like he's got like a lot of like tricks, you know, which we don't particularly care for, because all we got is manifest and flip stuff up. Okay, so choose a color. All of his guys. Ooh, that's bad. Sucks, man. Why don't we board that other thing in? But it's all right, because our manifest tokens will still trade with his dude. So. All right, I guess we're going to block. We're going to go block. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to use common sense here. We're going to block, because that guy's not going to die, and block there. That way we're losing our Master of the Unseen and our Forest. Yeah, that's good. And hopefully there's no crap going on, you know, that'll mess us up. All right, and then, because he thinks he's going to kill us, we want to gain a bunch of life, so we'll gain 5 life instead of, 3 life, because 5 is better than 3 when you're talking about more. So, okay, let's go Windswept Heath, and, all right, we're at 7, so I'm trying to think if we can gain 6 life a turn. Maybe, yeah. Because we've got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 devotion. So that means we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana right now. Did I play a land? I played a land. So we can make 2 tokens this turn, or next turn we can make a lot of tokens. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass, because I want to. Yeah, see, that didn't turn anything up. But what we can do is we can manifest 1, see what happens, and then manifest another. Because we can't really crack this fetch land until we know we can gain some life, which sucks a little bit. What you gonna do? And we probably should have attacked there to pressure his life, but we just couldn't, or we didn't. Was that smart? Probably not, but sure, and another Master of Waves. All right. Yeah. Good job, man. So he's got 4 more tokens. Guy, this is a rough matchup. Okay, well, we're going to go Master of the Unseen, see what happens. Polukranos, awesome. Then we're going to untap our dude, and we're going to go, oh crap, did I do this wrong? Oh, I did this wrong. Oh well, okay. That's the worst. All right. It's a little bit of a bummer there. Yeah, that was totally my fault, guys. Because we should have had one more creature at this point. So I think what we will do... Let's see. So we're going to have 6 creatures at the end of the turn. Yeah, we should probably... We're just going to pass the turn because this is like a rough... This is a real rough situation here. So I don't know exactly precisely what's going to happen. And so we have a Blossoming Sands, a Master of the Unseen, a Polukranos, and a Blossoming Sands are our cards. All right. So our opponent is going to attack. So he's attacking with a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go... Let's see. What's the maximum amount of devotion we can get? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. We can have 6, but it costs us 4 to get those 2 more. So that costs us 2. But we have to morph up our Polukranos anyway. So it's really only 2 to morph up, to unmorph Polukranos. So what we should do is morph Polukranos. And then if we untap that, right? And so now we have 8 mana, so we can have 4 left over, 5, 6, 7. And we can do 3 damage to something. Yeah, which is totally good. Okay. Alright, well, let's morph up a Polukranos. Alright. So we're back at 7, and he's still only got 2 3/3s. But these Master of Waves are the most problematic. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go 1, 2 more. So we have 6. Oh no, we only need 5 mana. We'll do 5 mana, and we'll do 2 damage to his Master of Waves. And if he's got a combat trick, then okay. I'm pretty new to this deck, so I'm sorry if I'm not playing it right, but it seems to make sense. And what's he got? A Quickling. Okay. So that's fine. If he wants to return a guy to his hand. Sure, okay. Alright, and then we're going to block. We're going to go block, 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 block. Yeah, those are just manifest guys. And I think that's the plan right there. Block, 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 block. And we lose 2 and they lose 4, and that is okay with me. And but here we are at 1 life again, which is always sucky. But he could do 9 in the air to us next time, which is a big problem. So let's... Yeah, we're probably not going to win this one because we don't have any kind of... you know, way to kill his stuff. And we don't have enough power to kill our opponent. Let's just see what gets manifested. It is a forest. So, okay, I don't think we're going to win. Just because if he attacks with his 3 guys, he'll kill us. We can't do anything. So, yep, it happens. But you saw how, he had those flyers, and we were just, guys, stupid. Okay, we're going to go Reclamation Sage here. I think we should only run, let's just run 2, and we'll keep in our Banishing Lights. And we'll take out our... The Elvish Mystics weren't really that good, I don't think. Yeah, they're ramp, but they didn't work as well. He doesn't have removal or anything for him, but, it's kind of a problem. So we just got to be able to kill his pesky, that stupid artifact, because that game wouldn't have been that tough, because we in theory, wouldn't have been under the gun so much. So, see, this one's a tough one to keep, because it's got a lot of land, more land than we want, and only 1 ramp spell. But we could go turn 3 Polukranos, so let's try it. And, it's just a game, So if we lose, we lose. Yeah. All right, we'll go Temple of Plenty. And we will keep that, because that is a great mana sink. And we have 2 white mana already. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Once we start getting some devotion, it'll be like, it'll just be overwhelming. And then we'll be able to gain so much life that he won't be able to kill us. Because, last game it took him a while to get going. And yeah, we were a little slow too. This turn, though, we're going to go Voyaging Satyr. And the next turn, we'll go Polukranos. Unless he's got some kind of, removal or, like a counter spell. Because maybe he didn't have any counter spells. It was a little weird that he didn't play any, so maybe there weren't any. But we'll play Polukranos, and if he counters it, that's fine. Okay, he didn't counter it, so that's fine. Now, we just have to make a lot of mana, and then we'll win the game. Because once we kind of go off with Mastery of the Unseen, it's real sweet. And hopefully we're going to see it this game. Cloud form. Okay. So he's got a 2/2 flyer and hexproof. Okay. Okay, fair enough. And let's see. It doesn't have a color though, so that's not. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if we play land, we only got 5. So let's play the Temple, because we can't manifest a card anyway with our dude. And that we want. So we'll play Mastery of the Unseen and swing for 5. Not bad in standard. Swing for 5 on turn with a 5/5 on turn 4. That's pretty good. It's not record setting or anything. But if any of you played during Mirrodin, Mirrodin block standard with Mirrodin and Onslaught with Skullclamp Ravager, like, third turn 5, swing for 5. No, third turn you're dead. Wasn't uncommon. And then even before that though, there was goblins that with a great kit, with a the perfect hand, they could kill you on turn 3 every single time. Because there was really nothing you could do to stop them. But it needs like a perfect hand, like 6 perfect cards. So, back to nature. Wow, okay. Okay. Your guy's not hexproof anymore, though, so... I don't feel terribly bad about what's happened here just now. So... that actually was not a bad deal. So what's going on here? I don't like this block. Okay, no. He's thinking of chumping, and he's not going to chump. So that's good, because what could I possibly have? And I could always monstrous my guy if I need to kill his guy. So, I don't know. Is he trying to scare me or something? I don't like that. I don't like when they try to scare me. It scares me. So. Alright. Whisperwood Elemental. Bam. Manifest. Hunt. Of course, it manifests Hunt the Hunter. Every time. It's always like, yeah, I hope we draw this card. And it's like, no, I don't think so. You should manifest that card. Alright. Ice Feather Haven. So weird. He has such a weird deck. Like, I mean, yeah, you beat us. I'm not saying it's bad. Okay, so our opponent quit.